We're going to get started with Assange, and of course the High Court hearing was yesterday, and the two judges decided that they would adjourn their final judgment until the 20th of May, while they went back to the United States looking for assurances. They were looking for assurances that Assange would maintain his First Amendment freedom of speech rights while he was in the US, that he wouldn't be subject to the death penalty, and so on. So really, this looks like the situation that they are minded to send him back, or send him to the United States, extradite him as the US has asked. Here is a comment from Shield Maiden IO saying the British courts have pretty much just given the US administration practically a free pass. And a quote from Stella Assange saying, "Julian is a political prisoner. He's a journalist and he's being persecuted because he exposed the true cost of war and human lives. This case is a retribution. It's a signal to all of you that if you expose the interests that are driving war, they will come after you, they will put you in prison and try to kill you." So, Vanessa, I don't know if you've got any thoughts on this, but it looks like, assuming the United States says what the High Court wants it to say, on the 20th of May, they will refuse the right to appeal, and then the extradition will take another step forward. But I mean, we can't believe anything the United States is going to say in this case anyway, can we?
No, and according to a report that I read by Craig Murray, who was in the court, of course, they basically changed the charges completely, and then didn't allow the defense lawyers to present new witnesses or to have any time to consider the new charges. So this just seems to be a completely trumped up maneuver to keep Assange incarcerated for as long as possible in the UK, and to make it impossible to defend the new charges, presumably.
Yeah, well, I mean, they have been kicking the can down the road as much as they possibly can. I'm not sure how much further they could kick it down the road. Charles, have you got any thoughts on this topic?
Well, I think those words of Stella Assange's are absolutely right on the money. And I mean, obviously, Julian Assange's case rightly is the most high profile of this, but there are plenty of other examples, not just here, but across the world, where spreading the word of truth, shall we say, is smashed down upon in ironically hardest by those countries that tell the rest of the world that they are liberal democracies.
Indeed, absolutely. So we will report, obviously, on this as time goes on. But the next date for your diaries is the 20th of May. It looks like.